Title: Why is peer support important? Kath speaking at the Defiant Lives film event in Newcastle in July 2017.
We're all about peer support. We know it's the most fantastic way to get advice and tips and ideas. If I have to summarise it, it's the I get you factor. It's where we value lived experience, where we recognise ourselves as the experts in our own lives, and it's a pretty amazing space to work in and be part of.
Kath speaking beside Dave.
I think for both of us, when we got involved in working as part of the peer movement, where people with different disability come together, we kind of have talked before about how we had a bit of a different sense of our own identity and what it means for us and what's to be part of that community, that broader community of people with disability.
Dave speaking beside Kath.
Yeah, absolutely, Kath. But also seeing other people with different types of disabilities sort of, as you said, sort of enriches your understanding of disability and what can be achieved as well.
Kath.
So we might have had some experience of advocating for ourselves and thinking about what our needs were, but then we came across people who were really committed to contributing and paying it forward and supporting and being actively involved in the lives of other people with disability. So while the experiences might be different, there was always a connecting thread. It's always coming back to finding what we have in common.
Trainer talking to participants. Dave.
Societal attitudes is probably one of the things, that there is a constant expectation or low expectation of what a person with a disability can achieve and can accomplish.
Kath.
One of the things that people with disability have in common is being part of a minority group and a marginalised group within our community and society. And so to be in a peer group, all of a sudden, you don't have to do any of that. You can come as yourself, and often for the first time in your life, I reckon, you can have a sense of being part of the community. And so what is amazing about being part of a peer group is you're all of a sudden out of that space of being the other and the different. Our vision for a peer movement, we often talk about wanting to be the first place that people come, that peers come when they need information or advice or an opinion or a sounding board. So traditionally, people with disability have been more comfortable or more used to going to the expert, the medical person, the allied health person, the service provider. And we want to flip that so that before you think of any of those people, you think, I can ask a peer. What would my peer say to this question?
Dave.
I think with the peer mentors, you can really start to build proper advocacy for your issues. It's you and your peers advocating as a singular voice around the issues that are concerning to you. So I guess that whilst there's the support issue, which is incredibly important, as Kath stated, I also think that there's a sort of a larger issue, which is, changing of legislation potentially and changing of societal concepts and ideas around what disability is.
Kath.
When the peer movement is successful, when it's kind of come of age and grown up, I think that people with disability and family members will have a place of connection and community. From that community, we will then feel able to be a more contributing, significant, as you said, Dave, a less tokenistic and a more committed and valued member of the mainstream community, where actually whether or not you have a disability doesn't even matter. We don't have to, who cares? We're just working, living, being alongside our peers in the community with or without disability, and then making the change happen that needs to happen within our society.
Team Up is a project of Community Disability Alliance Hunter, New South Wales Council for Intellectual Disability and Diversity and Disability Alliance.